Hey everyone, my name is Buckshot from the Guys of the Games, back with some more Donkey Country 3. TUFST run, kinda casual, all like, oh, I got the shell already, did I? I don't think I turned it in, so I might as well just do that now. Oh wait, but I kinda wanna keep it though, so I guess I won't. Because I'm weirdly, like, I like to have all the items at once. Just because, I don't know. I'm a weirdo? It fills me with some satisfaction. What can I say? Alright, now we're getting to the stuff that's actually kind of hard, so now I have to actually kind of try. Hopefully I won't have to replay any stages 3 times, not because I messed up, but just because I kept forgetting, you know? And I'll top those up. One of my favorite little tiny secrets there for some reason. I don't know why I like that one so much. Just something about the fact that's this weird, like, I don't even know, just spot to just get some bananas. Alright, get over here, buddy. And hey, look, it's those guys from that one level, but now they're back. Oh, right, yeah, swap to Dixie. You can do this as Kitty, but like, don't do it as Kitty. It's so much easier as Dixie. You know, it'll just be like float and then just get it is like 10 million times easier than having to deal with Kitty's fat body. And for some reason that glitch always seems to happen. When you drop off a rope into a coin, it always puts the Kong like below the ground. There's a lot of weird glitches with the follower Kong in this game. Just because, oh yeah, here's a difference. I forgot about this. In POW, the balloon is at the top here. Well, that wasn't supposed to happen. I thought the balloon was at the top. What gives? Did I miss it? Am I actually, like... Oh, okay, yeah, so it's not lined up with the banana, because, I don't know. This secret is so weird, can I just say. I love the fact that it didn't work in the original game, in the original versions of the game, so instead of, like, fixing it, they just moved the balloon to the top and just made it invisible. They couldn't be asked to just make the balloon float up. They're just like, nah, I don't think we're gonna fix this. We're just gonna change it, which makes that whole chasm pointless. That whole little, chasm's the wrong hole. That whole like little hole, like what's the point? It's just one of those things. It's like it's one of those weird. I don't even know what you'd call it. I wouldn't call it bad. It's just weird. Alright, everyone's favorite coin. The coin that's like the easiest way to do it is just do it this weird way instead of actually doing the proper thing. I mean, what you're supposed to do basically is you get Kitty. If you have to like throw it in like a specific way, because if you don't, it won't like land up there. And then you basically just roll jump and then boom, get them. Some people actually have a lot of trouble with this, and it is pretty hard if you don't know that rolling is a little faster than walking, or I guess running. If you know about that, it's not a big deal at all, but it can catch you off guard if you have never actually realized that. Like, that's one of those little things that, you know, you never need to know that rolling is faster than just running, but that's one of those spots where it is quite difficult if you don't know that. And I'll be honest, I never actually knew that for a long time either. It's definitely not something I knew as a kid, I'll say that much. I did know it eventually, but it took me a while. Because it's one, like I said, it's one of those things that's just like, you know what I mean? Like, you never need it, so why would you ever need to learn it? I also love how the tile has like a little cutoff there. I never even noticed that, I don't think. Okay, let's switch back to Dixie. This is a bonus that because you have to have Kitty to throw up there, it's like you tend to just like, oh yeah, that thing. You tend to walk in here as Kitty, which makes it a lot harder. A lot easier as Dixie, and especially because they kind of fake you out, right? It's like the fact that there's only 2 of them. For some reason, I always think there's gonna be 3. If I'm not thinking about it too hard, and then you jump up at the second one, there's no rope to climb up onto, so you just kind of jump, and then bounce right back onto this guy. one of those like little like bonus, I don't even know what you call it, like those little like safety barrels, because like I think I've mentioned this before in other things, but Donkey Kong Country 3 has very few death pits overall, like outside of a couple levels. Like the snow levels have a handful of them, but most of these like this like kind of level, like this vertical level, there's no death pit ever. I think there's sometimes might be one at the start. I forget. That rings a bell. There might be one at the start of one of the mountain levels, but like you can't fall to your death at any point otherwise, because I guess they figured like that'd be kind of weird, given you're climbing up the whole time. It's like, well, you fell to your death. It's like, how'd that happen? You know what I mean? Wouldn't you just land back somewhere else? Did they move this? Or am I thinking of a different level? I know there's one level where there's a thing that you can break open, but it's like kind of underneath the end of level rope, and it looks a little weird. So is it this one and they moved it, or am I just crazy? I don't know. I'm not even gonna bother saving with Brinkley because we only did one level. Like, this will be a fun level though. Tearaway Toboggan. Everybody loves minecart levels, right? No, I missed the bonus because of the stupid delay. The delay is even worse in POW. Would you believe it? You probably would believe it. This level is actually kind of nice because even though it's this auto scroller, they do this thing a lot where you'll go up a hill into an obstacle, which kind of slows you down. So it's not too bad, even if you're doing it blind. Although, man, I got hit pretty early, so don't be surprised if I die, because once again, it's kind of hard to play when you're not, you know, like, I'm talking, so I can't super concentrate. I always jump on that guy, because he's just set up to make you want to jump on him, but there's a life, I think, underneath him if you don't. That or it's a coin? Okay, I should probably actually, like, play for realsies. Like, I'm just, like, kind of in, like, monkey cheese mode where I just don't care. I can at least show that, you know, obviously, if you have trouble getting to this bonus, you can just roll down here as Dixie. It's much well, I wouldn't say it's easier, but it's more reliable. Oh yeah, hey, and I forgot about, this is one of those few things that has a DK, but you can actually, for some reason, the snow ice physics just totally boned me there. For some reason, I expected to go further than I did, so I just kind of jumped in the beetle. You don't actually need the DK barrel there, is what I was going to point out, because you can totally jump on those beetles, but obviously it's you know, it's not easy to do, given I screwed up like a moron. You know, it is what it is. Also, I'm not concentrating again. I'm just in monkey cheese mode. I don't care about anything. Okay, where's that beetle? I want to get underneath that beetle for once. I always jump over that one beetle, right? Where is he? Jump under him. It's right here, right? It's like somewhere around here. There! Go under him for an extra life. Let's go. Alright, I should concentrate. Again, I can beat the level with just Kitty. Only thing I'm missing is, like, some coins or stuff. Ooh, that was kind of close. Yeah, it's surprising that, like, just playing with, I don't know, like, just the fact that I'm playing in slightly slow motion is throwing me way off. I wonder, like, I've definitely felt like I was jumping... No! Dude, I've messed up everything on this level. I don't remember anything. I haven't played this game in, like, too long now. And the worst part is I get to the end here, but you need, actually, no. You only need a second Kong for, the extra life. So I guess in that regard, I'm good. Also, I think no, I'm thinking of maybe something else. Maybe I'm not. I think they extended this lip up here in one version of the game, but that might not be true. That might actually be like a GBA thing, or maybe it's like, I don't know. I'm thinking of something weird. I don't know. How many times have I said I don't know? Alright, well, I'm replaying a level again, because apparently the part of the game I have struggled with is the part where you just have to, you know, do the things you always do. Like, these it's not like these are any harder, but I guess I want to give myself the benefit of the doubt here and be like, oh, it's because it's POW, but I don't know, man. Sometimes it's hard to really know, I guess. I haven't played this game in quite a while, so maybe it's just the rust. Because I don't remember this level at all right now, so I can't just wing-ding it, as it were. I have to actually, like, react. So let's stop talking. for a little while and just play the level. What? Okay, that is utterly bizarre. I've never seen that before. Should I even call it a I guess I should call it a glitch, because I very obviously had both Kitty and Dixie. I've never seen... I know that can happen, but I've never seen it before. That's wild. So, obviously, like, in some instances, you can, like, crash into the wall and, like, both Kongs will die. But that doesn't usually happen like that. Usually it's just like you crash into a solid wall. I didn't know it could happen in these levels. I wonder why that happened, actually. That's not supposed to happen. You, like, normally if you get hit by those, you just, like, bounce up. I don't know why it just, like, insta-killed me like that. That's so weird. Well, I guess I've died a couple of times in this level now. That's fun. Ain't that just how it goes? Well, now that I've played the level a couple of times, I kind of remember everything again. Like, that's a solid wall, yes, but that's not supposed to kill you. I had Dixie, and she's just, like, peacing out. She just went with the toboggan without me. Alright. Didn't freaking miss up this time. How about that? Let's just go ahead, leave. I guess I'll save, whatever. That flabbergasted me, man. This is just one of those days. Alright, I'm gonna give you a baga baby blah boo. That sentence just kind of trailed off into nothing, and I just kind of gave up. Woo, barrel drop bounce. Everyone's favorite level that, like, if you're at the midpoint with just Kitty, it's hell on earth. Not really, but, like, honestly, like, I can see why people have trouble with that. But, we'll get into that later, when we actually get there. Alright, shoot up here. And then, hey, look, if you just barely peek over here, hey, look, bananas. Ooh. That's kind of a lot of the secrets in the waterfall levels in a nutshell. Basically, just there's a wide open gap over here, so if you just barely kind of float over here, you can kind of see it. Oh, I'm gonna go too far. Jeez, careful. I've actually heard a couple people over the years say, I actually saw a video about it recently, that, like, this is, like, the... how do you put it? I guess the worst designed level in this, like, the original series, basically. And I can kind of understand that, because this level in particular does do some weird things. Like, the barrel mechanic isn't necessarily used particularly, like, creatively, because it's kind of the same thing all the time, except, you know, this part right here, where all of a sudden it's really hard if you're just Kitty. In fact, just to prove, you know, prove that it's difficult, let's try doing it as Kitty. Wow, that was really hard. I'm truly, truly humbled by how difficult this was. Is there a secret over here? No, that's something else. For some reason, this is one of those parts I always think there's something there, but no, it's just, that's the midpoint. That's kind of hard. I know there's something here, because, like, that one's pretty obvious. Although, I think there was actually supposed to be a barrel there, and it just, like, didn't spawn. Is that because of PAL, or is that just some weird thing? What the heck? Where's my barrel? I can't get that secret if there's no barrel. I mean, technically I can, but that's not really intended, I don't think. You're definitely not supposed to... I mean, you know what? If it's broken, That's either some weird POW shit or just like, I don't even know. But, I'll show you what you can do if it does break. If you're having trouble with that for some reason, let's wait here. This part's kind of nice. I like the quadruple barrel just to throw you off. But like stuff like this, like those parts are pretty much always the same. It's just jump on the barrel when it comes down, and there you go. Okay, the porcupines did not get me. Sometimes they get me because I think those ones turn around if you let them. So they will actually kind of like get you. Alright, so I have all the letters. I don't want to replay the level. So what we're going to do basically is from here we're going to just jump over here and float over. Oh yeah, I forgot there's a barrel down here. Well, that makes things... Actually, I think that technically makes it more annoying. Because it doesn't scroll. So I have to like kind of do this. Where is it? There's the barrel. Yeah, where's the rope? There's supposed to be a barrel there to bounce off of or jump off of. But for some reason, it's not there. That's really weird. Because you can't make that otherwise. It's not high enough. Actually, I totally missed the first bonus, didn't I? Right, I always forget that one. Even when I was playing, even when I actually know this game, for some reason I always miss that first bonus. Because it's in like a spot that is like, I wouldn't say it's not obvious, but it's like kind of a weird spot. I have to play this whole part again. Well, chalk that up to, I'm gonna say it's POW weirdness. I actually don't remember. I'm gonna watch one of the old videos and actually see like what happened. Why is that barrel not there? I swear there's supposed to be a barrel floating down in the water. In fact, I want to just point out how nice this barrel rolling graphic looks. Like you can see like half the barrels in the foreground and like a little part of the barrels behind the waterfall. Like it actually is kind of looking like it's rolling down. Like it's kind of like those logs from Super Mario Bros. 2, I guess. Yeah, these guys do turn around, these jerks. They can definitely throw you off like that. I think if you kill this guy again, yeah. If you kill a bird that has a Kong letter and it respawns somehow because he like did a bonus or something, you kill again, bananas. Yeah, I always miss this first bonus. I totally, like, it's funny, it took me until the second bonus to realize, oh right, I missed the first one. Because I think it's actually like, where is it? Because the DK coin's right here, so it immediately is like, oh yeah, that's where it is, right? But it's like, I think it's like, you want to do this. Yeah, like it's literally right there. That one's actually like, kind of sneaky. Because it's not particularly hidden, but it's like, you do have to kind of look for it. And it almost feels like it's kind of intended for you to find that one second, because this is definitely the harder bonus, I think, of the two. Because you have to actually kind of like, work around the barrels to get the banana, whereas the other ones just climb up to the top. Who cares? It can be kind of easy to accidentally jump up and then you miss a banana. I can imagine this is like a speedrunner's nightmare. Ooh, I did a little fancy thing. Oh god. Thankfully, this is one of the few bonuses that I think, actually, I say thankfully, but I want to point out, it's one of the very few bonuses that like puts the coin at the start and then also exits you to the left. You very rarely exit out the left. Anyways, everyone's favorite level. I mean, I say it, but this actually might be one of my favorite levels in this game, because this is like definitely like a top tier level. Like Squitter always gets the best levels, I feel like. Even though people tend to complain about his levels, it's like, you can't deny that this level isn't rad. It's just, you know, if you've only played this game, right, you don't really use Squitter up until this point. So it's almost like you're getting used to a whole nother control scheme out of nowhere. Like, is this the first time Squitter shows up? No, he appears for a little bit in the other factory level, because for some reason he always shows up in the factories and the caves, but you don't really use him too much. You get some practice, so I shouldn't say you don't. But it is one of those things where it's like, this is the level that kind of expects you to actually like know how to use them. You know, they don't mess around no more. I don't really need coins anymore actually, so I can pretty much not really care about stuff. Also, am I crazy, or is that another PAL thing? It feels like this guy shoots way slower than he does in NTSC. Like, I'm like moving like through like half the level and he shot like twice. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. This is one of those bonuses I think a lot of people tend to say, like, it's kind of weird that you're not getting shot in this one, because it kind of feels like you really should have been in this one. And I'm mostly fine with just having an empty area to just kind of mess around with Squidder's webs. I do feel like I kind of agree. It is a little weird that there's no guy shooting you in here. Like, it's perfect for it. It's like empty. Like, where is he? Oh well. In a way, it kind of serves as a break, I guess, which... Yeah, like, he's definitely shooting way slower. Like, for sure. I guess Squidder kind of shoots slower too, but like, he doesn't really move any slower. I wonder if I can manage to nail one of the red bees. That'd be kind of cool. I'm not gonna bother wasting. I'm gonna get hit trying to do that because it's not easy to do that. Also, I honestly don't feel like going for the lives. Yeah, like, not only does it shoot slower, but it also charges slower, so that's like kind of wild. I feel like Powell gets the long end of the stick here. It's way easier. And probably not on purpose, because the rest of the games are mostly the same. It's just this part's a little, just the slight slower choke. Like, I wouldn't even say slightly slower. He's definitely shooting a lot slower. I'm gonna keep, this is my topic for the level, I guess. He's a slowpoke, Mr. Crocodile. Although it might actually not be a crocodile, because you know, there is if you look in some I think it's in like some magazines, there's like a render of like I think I mentioned this before. There's like a render of like a metal, weird like metal robot dude with that like floats with a propeller, I think on his ass actually, and he has like a cannon, it looks like. So a lot of people have like eventually been like, well, you know, that might be what this dude is intended to be. Because, I mean, it kind of makes sense to have a dude following you out through the level shooting, right? It's like perfect for that. Alright, so normally this part's kind of hard because this guy's in the way, but I say that and then I actually got hit by him. What do you know? Because he's not really any slower, and I think I might be slightly slower, but oh yeah, right. I totally forgot this is a thing. For some reason, I was just entering this bonus. I'm like, what bonus is this again? Like, how can you not remember like one of the like neatest bonuses in the game? Like, they never do this anywhere else. They're just like, yeah, you get to be the gimmick now. Have fun. I also love these crocodiles' hitboxes are so gigantic that even when they're behind the shield, like pretty much entirely, you can still hit them. Alright, now for the fun part, trying to hit the bees. Oh, apparently, wow, apparently I'm a god because I hit a bee and the coin on the same shot. That's awesome. Alright, let's die at the end of the level now, eh? How about that? Well, I'm gonna die pretty quickly if I do that. The momentum in this game is slightly weird at times. Where like you can kind of almost like moonwalk backwards. Because like I pressed left and instead of actually moving backward, I kind of just slid backward a little bit. Because you need to like move like a certain amount in the direction for it to actually like be like, oh yeah, that's the direction you're facing now. Like you kind of have a bit of turnaround, I guess, as it were. You gotta be careful with that because since those shots come from the side, that might clip me sometime. Alright, get out of here, buddy. Alright, let's not mess this up. Imagine messing this up right at the end. Alright, we didn't. I almost never mess that up, but it does happen every once in a while, and it sucks. Because it's just, it's surprisingly easy to just accidentally plow right into, you know, the giant metal dude who just blocks all your movement and stuff. Alright, everyone's second least favorite level. The level with those damn penguins. Because there's a couple points that it's like deceptively easy to just get clipped by their stupid beaks. I do find it kind of weird how they put this first bonus right at the start. And it's like you learn about the penguins before you even like actually see them. But I guess in a way it almost makes sense because it's like they're kind of dangerous and they kind of just pop up here. It's like that's also why they probably give you the barrel, because it's like it gives you like a second to be like, oh crap, there's dudes here, and the barrel kind of shields you for one hit. And then now it's like, now they're faster, now it's go time, you know? I mean, I don't need that coin, but I mean, I might as well get it. Why not? Thankfully, once you actually start bouncing, the hitbox is a little less, like... I don't know how you put it, like it's more generous once you actually, like, are bouncing off of stuff. It's kind of one of those weird things. The GBA ports kind of go full hog on that, although, man, I still got hit there, hey? Just barely, I bet. The GBA ports kind of went full hog on that concept, because, like, in that version... In those versions, it's like, if you're bouncing at all, like, you go through everything. You'll, like, bounce up into stuff and you'll still hit them. It's one of those weird things. I'm definitely gonna get clipped in a weird way, I can guarantee it. The next bonus is, oh wow, man, I totally forgot. This level is really short. I always forget that. Anyways, I think this is where, yeah, right here. Just gotta backtrack through here. Boo. Let me take a drink. They started selling Canada Dry Ginger Ale Zero as of recent. And that's kind of awesome. I mean, I don't know if that's been a thing for a while, but they didn't sell it here for a while, but now they do. And that's kind of awesome because so far my experience with it is that it actually basically tastes exactly the same. It's like, why not? It tastes good, so I'll take it. No sugar. Other than, I mean, aspartame, but I mean... Alright, am I gonna die here? Place your bets! I did it! Oh, that part's always so, like... I'm not even gonna say it. I'm just gonna say, you know, it definitely makes you clench a little, because it's like... It's really easy to just be like, oop! I got clipped. Glacial Grotto. Alright, Simon says... Man, it keeps throwing me off how slow these are. Oof. Can't wait for these to actually start getting hard, because Simon Says is one of those weird things where it's like it's like it's easy until it's not easy, because like it's easy until you just can't actually remember them anymore, and all of a sudden it becomes impossible. Some people are better than others, obviously, and it's kind of funny. All right, give me your present. Doo-ba-doo. I'm gonna wait till like the end of the game to turn those in, because I'm legitimately curious if the banana bird weird thing is a real thing where you just straight up actually are basically punished for doing them too soon, I guess. That it's easier to save the brothers bear for later. I guess we'll find out. Alright. Shoot your giant snowballs. I wonder if he doesn't feel slower, but it's hard to tell. And I'm gonna do the same thing, but slightly faster. Until all of a sudden it stops being slightly faster, and then starts being something completely different. I do find it interesting how he, like, instead of shooting all the way to the right, he shoots one more. Like, he only shoots, like, one from the center, and then all of a sudden it becomes... just like the big combo, you know what I mean? Like, it almost kind of throws you off that it isn't, like, a full rotation, as it were. I also love this part where they kind of mess with you. Oh! I always forget about that last one. Alright, well that was easy. That felt pretty much the same. Which is to say, if you're good at throwing the snow, it's pretty easy. Bang bang! Oh yeah, I guess we can buy Barter's thing. I forget, how much is it? Isn't it like 10? Oh right, that's what you need the mirror for. I'm stupid. For some reason I thought it's like you buy the wrench from him. Like no, you buy the mirror back from him. Which I guess we'll actually do that right now, because I mean, I might as well. I have the money for it, because I forget how much money you actually need to buy them. I think it's actually like 10. That's what's in my brain, so I might actually need some more coins. So maybe it's a bad thing I've been kind of just rushing past the rest of the coins. Oh, no! I'm saving for Swankies. I love the Link joke. Alright, give me that mirror. Are there secret caves? Nope. I still think it's so funny that, I don't even know if I'd call it funny, but it's so weird that, like, they went out of their way to make sure you can never have 4 items. Even though the game perfectly supports that. It's just for some reason they decided, no 4 items. Alright, we'll give Blue his bowling ball. We'll listen to his super fast music. I love this little jam. You can't even listen to it for very long because all this entire part is just, yeah, auto scrolling, so. Sadly, you get to hear that once. Anyways, we're not gonna do that yet because, like I said, I'm curious if that actually affects it, so we're not gonna. We'll do this trading stuff right now, but we're not going to actually get any birds out of it. Alright, there's your mirror. I got my wrench. We won't turn that in either. Because, yeah, I think I mentioned this, but that flower specifically will not grow until you've done some trading. For some reason, the flower doesn't grow until you give away the seashell. You know, riddle me that. Alright. Things are gonna get a little tricky here. This world's actually got a lot of tricky levels. I feel like this world honestly has harder levels than the next one for the most part. Other than, like, Lightning Lookout. And I guess Coin Dozer Clamor is kind of a tricky level, although I feel like that's in a different category. It's just, if you're Kitty, it's a nightmare, but if you're Dixie, it's not too bad. It just sucks to get hit, basically, but there's not much to hit you, because it's mostly dudes that push you off, so that actually isn't too much of an issue for the most part. I mean, whoa, I almost want to say it almost looked like the camera wrongly scrolled up too much there, and it, like, showed, like, the out-of-bounds area. But maybe I'm just crazy. Oh yeah. Got this guy over here. This level isn't really that hard, but for TUFST it kind of does stand out. Just because this is like the longest level in the game, so. And it doesn't help that the bonus is super long too. I mean, 60 seconds. I don't think there's any other bonuses that have that, except maybe. I think there's one with Squitter that's 60 seconds too, but I don't think that one particularly needs it. Because there's just a lot of bees, and there's only the one barrel, so you have to always come back here. And then they have this little shebang. Oh! I was probably closer to getting clipped there than it looked. Like, just because, like I always say, Squawks has that weird heavy back hitbox. There you go. Doobity-doo! Bam! And this will put us over here, where there's a banana waiting for us to give us happiness and hope. This level's also kind of weird, because there's a lot of points you can kind of cheese it. I mean, I guess I'll grab this, just to have it. Like, you can totally fly past a lot of these bees, and I think I've shown that before, but I'm not going to take chances with that, because even though it's not hard, it's not like it's free. And, like, I'll definitely get thrown off by the fact that it's POWs, so I'm not going to take any chances. This level's too long for that crap. Alright. Like, you can fly over that guy too, but once again, it's like, I'm not going to take that chance. Alright, we're at the midpoint. Now I get to go to giant wall of bee hell. Grab some bananas, because why not? Get 'em! Oh! Oh right, the coin, man. Another one of those parts it's like deceptively easy to just like, oops, I got clipped. But just kill the bees and now it's like I don't have to worry about it. I do love that because you can pick up barrels, you can actually do coin as the barrel. It's just, you know, it's one of those things that's a little weird. Because the challenge is basically less to do with, you know, once again, the challenge is less to do with coin and more just with getting to the barrel. Which is sadly kind of a theme with coin a lot of the time. It is definitely like one of the few big complaints I do have with this game is they really didn't do as much with coin as they really ought to. It's like they came up with it, the concept of coin being this dude that you get the DK coin from, and they're like, yes, this is awesome. But then they just like couldn't really think of too many things to actually do with them, so they just like were like, whatever, just throw them in. Put them next to a wall, put the barrel there, you know. And it's like, well, what's the point then? At least hide them then. At that point, like, at least just hide them, so that at least it's kind of like different, you know what I mean? Like, you don't necessarily like, they do that sometimes, just not always. Sometimes it is just sitting like so openly obvious that it's like, how can you can't ever miss them? You're just gonna get coin always. Like, there are literally levels where it's like the only reason you wouldn't get coin is because of laziness, basically, or like you're speed running or something. You just don't care because you're not gonna miss them. I took my time a little bit more there than I wanted to, mainly because I got kind of spooked because I realized I was actually like kind of close to the copter dude. Alright. Pick up this barrel. I feel like I'm realizing now, I feel like the midpoint's a little lopsided too. It feels like it's pretty early. I feel like it could stand to be like a room over or something. And this part that kind of messes with you, that's like, if you try to rush in, you'll actually get clipped because that you might expect that guy to not be there. And no, he's there. He's there. It's almost like a trap in a weird way. I think it's so weird too. This level has all these like caches that are like completely impossible to get because it is just not possible to get there as the Kongs. You can go a certain point, but there's just like you can't travel the whole way. Which one has the bonus and which one has the lives? I want to be careful too, because I wouldn't be surprised. Like it's not one of those cases where it's surprisingly easy to just accidentally get clipped by this jackass. Especially on the way down where he suddenly like moves out from under you and it's like, oh crap. That was a little dangerous, but it was much faster than waiting for him to go all the way around again, so I'll take it. Oh, this is the one actually, isn't it? No. For some reason I was like, oh yeah, is this the bonus that also has 60 seconds? Like, no. Although it's funny that it's another kind of long one. Like, man, this level is just really long. And it's kind of partially because the gimmick, I struggle to call it gimmicks, because technically, I don't know if you can really call something that shows up in multiple levels a gimmick, but I'm gonna run out of time if I'm not careful here. No! I actually ran out of time! I messed this up because I got sloppy and decided to just team throw to the things. Ugh. Alright, well, you know what? One funny thing about respawning these is I can get this life again. It's technically a life profit. Anyways, this time what I'm going to do is I'm going to swap to Kitty right away and just throw up to get the easy stuff. As soon as it lets me, because man, you need to be on flat ground. Alright, there you go. Okay, let's do this thing. Get down here, buddy. It's almost not worth doing this, though, because, like, the stuff right at the top you're going to have to, like, drop down to get anyways, so it's almost like you might as well just wait till you get that first and then go for this, but whatever. At least I didn't have to replay the longest level. Good day, my name Bjorn. I'm pretty sure. I think that's supposed to be like Swedish, because you know the Swedish Alps, I guess. Confused cliffs. This will be a hard level, I think. I feel like there's another one of those levels that's like, it's not quite as long as the last level, but it's definitely a lot harder. So, just because like the auto scroller is, it's very easy to get clipped by being an idiot somewhat. I might actually skimp out a lot of the bonuses, or you know what I mean, like the non-bonus bonuses, as it were, like just the random like coins and stuff. I'm just gonna focus on the bonuses. I say that, but I think you need to be Dixie to get some of them, so like I'm kind of boned. Oh! Ooh, that guy almost got me. Yeah, I'm in a weird spot because I started the level as Kitty. Although I forgot you can jump up here, so that's not a problem. Thank God. Like, because like look, there's bananas there, but I guess it's actually, I never even thought about it. It's made so you can do it as both. You can jump up if you want, but you can also just jump up here. This level I think is actually interesting because I think like you slide down those slopes, and I think that's like specially coded for this level because normally you don't, right? That won't happen. I forget if it's specifically for like the level itself, or if it's like just like some weird, I don't even know what you'd call it, you know what I mean? Like if it's like a shmoo thing where it's like in this specific level slot, do make the mountain slidey. I forget how it works, but it's some weird thing like that. Because normally that wouldn't happen. I don't think these are different tiles. I swear it's just because it's the level. But I'm not 100% sure how that works, so don't ask me. I don't remember. Yeah, we're not going to get that. Actually, fuck it. Because I do want the coins, yeah. Oh, we almost missed that because thankfully Kitty's really fat, so it makes it getting him that easy. Alright, now for the part where they're going to come in from the sides. Oh, right, I forgot about this one B part first. Now they're going to come in from the sides. I almost missed that because I almost like forgot, like, is that supposed to be a thing that you float to, or do you just jump to it? Like, thank God. Okay, where are the copters? Okay, now this is the one where you just kind of do this. It's kind of funny, both the bonuses are basically just get into the pattern of it and just do the same thing over and over again. Which is fine for just a short little bonus. It makes use of the gimmick, so who cares? Alright, yeah. This part basically punishes you for not rushing, basically. Oh, but then they fake you out here. They do a double. Ooh, that part is deceptively easy. Just like, oop, I got hits. Because Kitty has that really big climbing hitbox that can make it really easy to just get clipped. Alright. Yeah, and this is the part where if you get to the end tier as one Kong, you're not SOL. But if you fall and don't kill coin, then you are SOL and you gotta retry the level. I do kind of like how they make use of like coins just hidden. It's kind of funny in a way. Like at least it's a little more creative than him just kind of sitting there. I'm gonna actually nah, I'm not even gonna bother giving him the wrench. Screw you, Bjorn. You can wait. Alright. Floodlight fish. Kind of a weird level where they kind of have a gimmick, but the gimmick doesn't really matter. Because like for the most part you can kind of already see. Like even in the SNES version where it's a lot darker than it was in like the GBA version, it's still not that hard to see, to be honest. They don't. It's the fact that the background isn't pitch black like it is in Loopy Lights in the original Country game definitely makes it a lot easier to like actually see once the light goes away. Whatchamacallit, the Gleaming Breams. I can't believe I actually remember their name. The Gleaming Breams are kind of weird because On Guard kind of auto swings at them if you get close. You can kind of get stuck on them if you're not careful. if you go to like the wrong side of them. Or you'll just end up like constantly swinging at them and getting pushed back and then swinging back into them. So it's kind of annoying. I mean, you have to pretty much do that on purpose, but still. Alright, this bonus rates. Basically just do this over and over again, because there's probably a faster way to do it, but I feel like this is just the easiest way. Because it's just press up, hold a button for a couple of seconds, and then I don't have to swing over and over again, you know what I mean? Saves my controller and my fingers. One of those bonuses where it takes so long for On Guard to enter, it just like cuts it early. Or something. Maybe there's just like a secret sprite there. I don't know how the game works. That's kind of one of those things you'd have to like look into like the level editor to, I think, really know. I feel like there's like a hidden object somewhere in that little urchin spot, but I don't remember. I don't think I need coins anymore. Like, I think I got enough coins to swap for the wrench again if I need it, so it's fine. Although once again, because they don't want you to have too many objects, you can't actually swap for the wrench until you've given away the mirror to Mr. Detective Dude. I almost wonder if I should have showed off that you can buy the mirror back from Mr. Programmer Detective Dude if you give it to him first. Which I feel like is one of those things that a lot of people... I'm pretty sure I showed this off at some point. I talked about it, certainly, in like a bonus video or something, but... it's definitely one of those like things that doesn't come up very often, just because like... Obviously, Mr. Barter is like right there. He's much closer, so like... If you get what I'm saying, like there's not really any reason not to, you know what I mean? Like you can just do it, and it's fine. There. Oh yeah, those guys are the worst. I hate that they just kind of pop up like that. Like, give me a break. I'm definitely gonna die in a stupid way now. I mean, that was kind of a stupid hit to begin with, but like I actually hate those dudes that they just pop up going straight into you. Because you can't hear them. It's dumb. So also this part where they basically force you to just do this. And since I didn't have a Kong, there's nothing I can do. Like I'm not going to time it in PAL because it's going to be slightly different and I'm just going to be stupid. So I guess we're going to be playing the whole level, which kind of sucks. Oh well. Maybe this time I won't get hit in a stupid way. But, who am I kidding? If anything, now that I've played this level once already, I'm going to rush through it and get hit even faster in a stupid way. Because, like, the lurchin thing is cool, but I hate that that's the one part that's, like, I hate that they make you go towards the super fast ones like that to get the bonus. It's like, come on, man. Timing that is just, like, impossible. If it was just one, I'd be like, okay, I can kind of do it, but, like... It's kind of hard to... It's almost harder to hit just one than it is to hit both. Of course, we're actually already pretty far into the level, because I think this is already, like, where the midpoint is, like, right around here. Something like that. Because it's right when they start moving around, the gleaming brooms, that's how I think when you're at the midpoint. Or am I crazy? Because now I'm thinking, like, is it actually in the wide open part down here? Maybe. I always say, like, this part's so weird because there's this large amount of empty space that just feels like, I think it's just empty space because it's just the way the tile set is made. It's how they prevent cutoff, I guess. They have to just kind of do, like, these weird, like, open spots. Alright. Here's hoping that the stupid lurchins don't get me again. Because it's usually fine. It's that one group that always gets me. Right here. Because look, the bananas go down, then you're like, oh, up! And then they just pop up and kill you. And it's kind of stupid. What's on the other side? Is it the same thing? Wow, the other side is actually not stupid. Are you kidding me? It's like they made them symmetrical, and then without realizing that that's kind of dumb. Because it makes the one side way harder arbitrarily. And by harder, I mean it's just way easier to just get cheap shotted. Because every other time is fine. They always show up going down. It's just that one that's just like, oop. I guess I should have done that to begin with. That's the easy way to do it. It's because you can always hit them as long as they're up, so. Alright, everyone's favorite bonus. Follow the trail in the dark, basically. Boom! Turn around like a badass. Cool guys don't look at doorways, I guess. I think just want to go over here. I missed the O because I probably just didn't care enough to get it. Big whoop. They have this weird part where it's like they move super slow here. It's almost deceptively easy to get hit there just by being stupid. Like, they're very easy to hit, but it's just, you know, if you're trying to preempt them for some reason, they're so slow they might just get you anyways. And another coin that's just like, how would you ever miss this guy, right? I almost wanted to be like a smartass and like jump over to the goal and get it while he was dying, but then I'd have to replay the level to get the coin. That'd be a fucking hilarious though. I would definitely rue that day. Ay, Pothole Panic. The one level that actually kind of uses the box animals, and it's like, I don't know, it doesn't really matter. Because the Kongs don't have a hitbox on Squawks, like this barely any different other than just, I think, how having to hold on to the Kongs makes Squawks still a little unwieldy. And he doesn't shoot the coconuts fast in this game because I assume that they like either knew about that bug and fixed it, or it's just, I don't know, some other weird thing. I didn't actually check with Dixie because I technically can't. I actually forget. I'm pretty sure no, that that's just not a thing. I do find it funny that they use these guys as obstacles in this, so they just give them like a single banana, because I guess they just had to have something in them. Although honestly, they probably didn't. They probably just like a funny thing. It's like, yeah, they have a single banana because they're not really meant to be a thing. Oh, I said I almost fell for it. They moved so slow, it almost got me. Almost power drived right into him. Actually, honestly, the thing that stands out with this level with the box animals is there's no animal signs for the most part. It's just get off of on guard. Squawks just auto drops you, which I think is the only time that ever happens actually, which is kind of funny. Because I don't think that ever happens in 2. There's never a point where Squawks just auto drops you. It's just, and this part too, because they want you to like bounce off of Ellie kind of to get into the barrel. And Ellie can't get into the barrel, so they don't bother putting a no animal sign. And then they just kind of give up for Squawk or for Squitter because they realize like there's not really anything you can do with a Squitter. I think this is one of those spots where there's a barrel, because I think technically you can get to this without the Kongs with a really good roll jump. Like, I want to say that's possible, and obviously you can get to it with Ellie, but if Ellie despawns or I just don't have it at all, like here, then you would actually be totally boned. Ooh, yeah, scary. Oh yeah, I think they fixed this. This part used to like have a ton of lag. They like move some stuff around so that it doesn't lag nearly as bad. And another part that kind of lagged, instead of a barrel guy, now there's just a single moving buzz that's like very easy to avoid. But it lags there in NTSC, so I guess they decided to change it. I forget which one's changed in PAL and which one's changed in Japanese, because I know that there's some that are kind of both. Fuck, sometimes like I'm just scrolling one of the bombs off screen. Also, now I'm wondering, is his bomb trajectory different? Because I feel like he was throwing those bombs really far into the doorway, like farther than he usually does. I'm not sure if that's just another classic case of that's just how it works and I'm crazy, or something else. I don't know. It's also another case of a coin that's not particular. Yeah, he is actually a little tricky to hit if you don't do that. If you try to throw it normally, it will. You do have to throw it like a very specific way to do that otherwise. But it's another case of a coin that's not really very interesting to actually like get to, or to like kill. It's just, you know, actually like finding him is like the tricky thing because he's hidden. I wouldn't say he's hidden particularly hard, but I mean, it is hidden. Anyways, this is a fun level. I like the rope levels in this game. There's actually a lot of them, because I feel like almost every mountain level is just you're climbing ropes. And I'm kind of glad for that, because like it's nice. Like the last level focused on like both kinds. Although it focused more on vertical, like horizontal ropes with class. Now it's like horizontal ropes with other dudes. So it's not this weird bonus. This is like, I honestly think this is the weirdest bonus in the game. Because it is the only time that this type of wall shows up where you can actually break it, and it has like a slightly different graphic. And it's like, you know, I'm not sure if the graphics different or if the hitbox different or if it's some mix of both, because you can barely bounce near. But it's so weird that like this is the only breakable mountain wall in the game. And also like getting down there with the barrel is basically just do what I did. You basically just have to know that you can just hug the wall like that, because it's so weird otherwise. Like, I don't know what they were thinking. Like, it's maybe the most, like, strangest bonus in the game, I almost want to say. Oh, so you can do this. Oh, can't you? Oh, maybe it's... I shouldn't say that's a POW thing. Maybe I'm just thinking of a different bonus. See if I can get a double kill here. Damn. A little too early. I wonder if that's because POW or if I'm just bad. I can blame it on either way. Ooh, that was actually kind of close. There you go. I forget which one you drop down into to find coin, because, like I always say, since you can't fall to your death on any of these levels, you'd be surprised how often it's just like, whoa. See, you can kind of slide down there, but that's because that's a different tile. So I can't swap to Dixie here. You know what? Oh, well, never mind. I was going to say, you know what, let's go see if I can't remember where coin is, because I want to say, I'm pretty sure he's at the first layer, but maybe I'm crazy. Oh, no. Isn't he above the midpoints? That's my secret for finding him, is he's right above where the midpoint is. Or is he right below where the midpoint is? I don't even remember now. No, he's above the midpoint. Yeah. There's these secrets over here I might as well grab. Get the double bananas, and there's a lot of hidden... I feel like early on, there's most of the hidden stuff is coins, and then they start putting a lot more hidden bananas. I want to say down here, yeah. I want to say that's right above where the midpoint is, which is basically the way of... It's kind of one of the more... I think one of the more interesting hidden coins, for sure. Just because it kind of relies on knowledge of how mountain levels work, instead of it just being hidden off screen somewhere. It's like, if you know you can't fall to your death, and you notice that there's just like a weird kind of bit of ground above the midpoint, it's like, you might find it surprisingly like easy. Yo, it's my main man, Perry the Parallel Bird. Let's skip this shebang and go get some goodies. Yeah, I definitely have enough coins to finish the game now. Oh, no! That sucks. I get it right at the end? Now I'm gonna have to, like, do this bonus as Kitty, as fat-ass Kitty. And I'm definitely gonna die now and rue existence. Because isn't this, like, actually hard? Yeah, this is way harder as Kitty, that's for sure. Because Kitty has the world's biggest hitbox when climbing these damn ropes. Like, the other things, like, don't change that much, but holy crap, Kitty is so much bigger than Dixie on the vertical ropes. And, like, they give you a decent amount of time to not have to necessarily go back and forth every time, but I don't want to take that chance. Frick. Like, as you can see, I'm running out of time here, and I'm at 1 banana. Of course, you can get that coin. You see what I mean? Because Kitty's hitbox is so damn big. Alright, well, that went better than I was expecting when I got hit at the end there. I honestly was expecting to mess up the last bonus. Good old Barbos. Barbados Slim, as it were. I mean, no, that's not at all what it's supposed to be. Boom. Hey, buddy, how's it shaking? I think I've definitely tried to show this off before, but Barbos has some weird-ass hitboxes at points, because, like, the entire inside of him has no hurtbox, so you can just hang out inside of him, like, without any problems. Which is definitely on purpose, because you're supposed to, like, hit him, but it's just funny. There's also this part where now it gets weird. This boss fight's actually, I forgot how short it is, actually, like, if you know what? Whew. If you know what's up. Although there's like this dead spot here where you'll almost never get hit. Which is kind of nice. Is it only 2? Nope, it's definitely not only 2. But you can cheese it by doing that. And then if you're a real genius, you can just like go up. Barbos, I think, is like, isn't he like the only boss in the series yet where like you kill him, but then like he doesn't like go away. He just sits there and is like, ouch, I've been defeated. But you can just swim into him and die after you've got, even after his coin showed up. Which is kind of funny. We're not gonna do the last thing there. We're not gonna do the last world, but I will do another Lost World level. I'm gonna save actually. Just because I'd like to save last stuff for later, because you know we have to do 2 bosses, you know, and stuff, and the longer bosses. And I wouldn't be surprised, because like I said, I'm not gonna sit there and be like, oh yeah, I'll totally do Swoopy Salvo in one try, no problem. Like, might as well get the stuff out of the way. Oh yeah, here's another difference. In PAL, if you go down here... Oh. Okay, I was wrong. That's only in Japanese then. That guy's not... Or is it because I think he shows up at first, but like... I think he might actually go away after a sec. So maybe that's... I accidentally scrolled him off screen, and so he just never showed up. I'm gonna check that out, actually. Because I know in NTSC there's never a guy, but for some reason, like, they made him, because, like, look, he's here in this bonus. But for some reason in the main level, the guy is never there in NTSC. Like, this bonus is kind of sloppy, too, because, like, you can very clearly see this dude's just floating in the air. It's really weird, actually. Also, for some reason, this bonus is really tight on time. If you get unlucky and you have to constantly jump back and forth, it's almost like it's actually pretty easy to just run out of time, I feel like. Oh, so I'm curious about one thing, so I'm gonna jump back into that bonus. Like, I'm willing to die just to check something here. Because I want to see the beginning, and I'm gonna do it now while it's still in my mind. So first of all, I wanna... Yeah, like, look at this. You can just go right through the guy. He has no hitbox. The only hitbox is his cannon. Honestly, it's kind of a weird looking sprite, but like, in a good way, I guess, because it's just like a kind of a cool angle, I guess. Anyways, yeah. I mean, I guess since we're here, I'll get the coin, but or the letter. But I want to see if... Did I scroll this guy off screen by accident? Yeah, no, see, look, he's here now. But for some reason, this is the weird thing though. As soon as he's off screen enough, he like disappears. I forget how far away you have to be. Like probably like I want to say up here. And then he stops showing up, but now it just comes from the bottom of the screen again. Because, like, I guess just because of the special way it's handled in this level, right? It's like that guy isn't always spawned in shooting barrels, because that would be a waste, right? So as soon as you get far enough away, he stops existing, and it's just like a special generator just shooting through the middle of the level. I think it is still technically a sprite, but it's just like, I guess because it's not rendering a dude off screen for some reason. Also, yeah, in this version of the game, I think I've mentioned this, but in PAL, the bees actually show up. Like, they put multiple bees around, so like, you know, you can't cheese it. For some reason, they put one there, even though there doesn't really need to be, because you know what I mean? In fact, here, we're gonna cheese this. That will just pop back up. So like having that extra bee there to blow up doesn't change anything. They should have put it up there so you couldn't cheese that part. But for some reason that's the part that it didn't put the guy. I think this is the second bonus here? No, this is just a big open area. Yeah. There's another wide open area that has the bonus. And hey, I don't have to get that midpoint because there's no midpoint. Huzzah. Okay, let's swap over to Dixie here, because this is Cuff and Cloud. You know, they're not easy to deal with. It's very easy to get clipped by them. See, those ones matter. Those extra bonus, those buzzes actually do help. Oh, wait. I always forget about this. You want to... Is it here? No, it's past the G, I think. Maybe I missed it already, actually. Surely not. I think it's past the G is what I'm thinking of. I always figure there's the coin, but you have to, like, drop down past something. Yeah, it's right up there. You can actually see it, so... Yeah. There's also this part. These guys are deceptively easy to get clipped by, because you have to, like, land before you can roll, so, like... And there's like just a little bit of like delay. When you first land, you can't necessarily roll right away. Anyways, there you go. Oh, so I think the intention is to get the TNT and then come back, kill the bee. But then you wouldn't be able to jump up into it, so you still would... Maybe it's like they want you to do like a couple of trips to get the guy, but it's like it's so much easier to just drop down from the side. Oh wow, that didn't count? I'm surprised, because I feel like these things usually have a pretty big hitbox. There you go. Oh! I had to pause. I just spilled some of my ginger ale. Gotta wipe that, or else it's gonna be sticky as shit later. Let me just, I guess I'll just wipe it with my shirt. The shirt's already kind of dirty, so it doesn't really matter, I guess. Because I don't want this to fog off, nor... There you go, alright. Probably could have been handled a little better, but, you know, whatever. Alright, so for this bonus, it's much better to just, like, do something like this. Like, don't waste your time... I guess don't waste too much time doing that. And I want to say, because we're playing in PAL, this almost feels like I have to do that, because, like, holy crap, it's so slow. He's just slower in the bonus rooms in general, but it feels especially slow in this version, jeez. Alright. Everyone's favorite part, where, I wonder if they fixed this, actually. Oh, yeah. This part is pretty easy to mess up as Dixie. No! Maybe I walked far enough to scroll it off screen, but they're on screen as it were, but it looks like it's kind of fixed. And hey, you have to actually kind of do this part. You have to deal with Cuff and Cloud, because it doesn't shoot up past him. There we go. And then right at the end of the level, they're like one last little like tricksy doodle with these guys. This one's a little slow because they want you to kind of do this. And then you're good. Of course, the real challenge is, can you get the balloon? I'm actually going to... Yeah, there. So I was thinking of this. There's your extra life. It's funny that it's easier to just ignore the barrels and just fly over there to get the balloon. Alright. I guess I'll just save it this one. It's like the closest one. Oh! No, the Ring Clean K9 is like right at the start, so yeah, let's go save it that one. And yeah, that'll be it for this part. Oh, K3. Why did I call it K9? Am I just like, oh, because the dog, haha. Like, there's like an actual mountain that's like K something. Is it like K2? She's asleep again. Well, yeah, that'll be it for this part. So yeah, see you guys later.